We are in Hot Springs, South Dakota. We're at the big Mammoth Site. We're gonna go in and check it out. It's unbelievable.
Howdy guys, we are Kevin and Rita, RVers from Texas. We've stepped away from the corporate world and now travel the country with our crazy Boston Terriers, Lexi and Richie, and our beautiful motorhome named Stella. Follow along on our journey to see all the craziness.
So this site was originally found in the 1970s, and the actual landowner was going to build a housing complex here. And he had a backhoe, and he was digging, and he dug in, and he scraped that bone right there, and you can see the top of it where the backhoe scraped it. And he immediately stopped, called some universities. They came out and started digging and realized what they had found. So the landowner donated 15 acres to help preserve what we see here today. It's pretty cool. I like it how they left that bone right there, and where they just scraped he actually scraped that bone. We're at the now at the very top, looking down on the main pit, and this is the only fullest complete skeleton of a Columbian mammoth. Still got his tusk intact, as well as this one, but there's not much of the body bones. But over here there is, and they actually nicknamed him Napoleon, and scientists estimate he's 47 years old, I believe. Pretty cool view. They are working today, just probably at lunch break. There are 122 tusks here. So the tusks come out very easily when the body is decaying. You can see them. They're all different sizes. They're everywhere. They estimate with 122 tusks that there was over 60 mammoths that died in this pit area. Very fascinating, isn't it? So this is the shallow end of the sinkhole. The reason why, like I was showing all those tusks, it was real slippery. So whatever side of the sinkhole that they went to, they came to this side here because it was shallow. They were trying to get out. And so, but they're flat-footed and slippery. There was no way they're going to get out. That's why there's so many bones found in this area, because it's shallow where they're trying to get out. This is a really good vantage point looking down on the shallow end of the pond. I should say sinkhole. And, we were right over there on that other part of the video. But you can see there's 122 tusks, which gives you about 60 Columbian mammoths. And we were visiting with an individual that came here 20 years ago and just came back. And he said none of this. It was just touching the surface. So it took them 20 years of excavating to get down here. Like I mentioned several times in this video, this is a working site. So they're working on the bones, cleaning them. It's kind of cool. You normally don't get to see them working on it. He's documenting. Pretty cool. Right up there is a mammoth hip bone, and they're saying that it originally went all the way to the rafters. You can see how massive the pit is. Pretty cool as you walk along, there's stops where you can listen on your phone to all the different information about it. Another vantage point there. still digging and discovering. It actually said they've got 45 more feet to go. Impressive. What this was, 140,000 years ago, this was a sinkhole. And dinosaurs would come here to get water, and it was during the Ice Age, so there was a lot of grass. Grass grew around the water. Problem was it was clay, and when the dinosaurs stepped around on that edge, right around there, they would slip down and fall into the water and couldn't get back out. And over time, it filled up sinkhole. So they said there's at least 50 mammals that they know of so far. Let's walk around and look down from that vantage point. What you're looking at here is a woolly mammoth that was trying to get out of the bank. And so there's his femur bones on both sides. His skull is up there where number 6 is. And so he's facing this way up against the bank trying to get out. And that's where he died. What's astonishing to me is how big the Columbian mammoth was. It's 4 meters. And then if you look at the African, the woolly mammoth, Columbian mammoth, huge. That's a regular elephant. Wow. This gives you another good perspective of how many bones there are. So from this point here, it's another 65 feet down where there's still bones. That just shows you how deep the sinkhole is and how many bones. They'll be excavating for 50 years, I bet.